Welcome to our tutorial about using images. Occasionally, you might need to create a part from, let's say, a scanned image or some napkin sketch. Well, for this purpose, Autodesk Inventor lets you insert images into your sketch. Now, this may not be a good starting point if you're working on a part that requires a significant amount of precision. Okay, insert image, and let's select image 01. On the left, I see a preview of the image. Let's open, and then we left-click somewhere in the workspace. If I left-click again, Inventor will insert another copy of the same image. Once we've inserted our selection, right-click and done. Now I'm able to position my image in any desired location. Exit the sketch, return. Let's create a second sketch now, on which we'll place a second image. The first image was on the XY plane. For my second sketch and image, I'm going to use the YZ plane. Let's take a front view. And again, we click Insert Image. And we're going to select Image 02. The preview appears on the left. Let's click Open. To place it in the workspace, we simply left-click. If you don't need any more copies of it, right-click and done. Obviously, this image isn't positioned correctly right now. Let's see what we can do about that. We grab a corner. At this point, I'm able to resize and rotate the image at the same time. I'm going to position it somewhere around here. And let's see how it looks. It does need some more resizing to fit better. As you can see, this process isn't an exact science. You'll basically need to adjust and position, nudging as best as you can. All right. A little bit more. And let's exit the sketch. Now let's reinsert one more sketch on the YZ plane. Let's insert an image. Insert image. Let's select image 03. There's our preview. Open. And left-click to place it. Right-click, done. I need to adjust my placement to fit as well as possible with the other images. It's going to take a little time to fit them together well. Okay. It could use a little more adjustment, but here we've positioned all three images. And let's exit the sketch. Return. Now let's go back to sketch 1. Let's create a spline here that follows the shape of this image. We'll start from this corner. Okay, right-click and create. And right-click, done. When we zoom in, you see that we need to make some minor adjustments to our spline in order to line it up better with our sketch. I'm going to do that right now. Let's insert a point here. Right-click, Insert Point, and right-click, Done. Let's zoom out a bit to check it out. Now let's insert a second spline. Right-click, Create, and right-click, Done. We'll also need to adjust the spline in the same way that we did previously. As I mentioned earlier in this tutorial, basing a drawing on an imported image is not an exact science, but it certainly can be a very helpful technique. And this concludes our tutorial on using